What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. We are back. Juggalo Talk. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Megs.
And Megs.
Welcome to Juggalo Talk, YouTube's only Juggalo talk show. That isn't a talk show, but we're all Juggalos.
And we're talking.
So let's talk. What's up? We're killing it. 2 weeks in a row doing Juggalo Talk.
It's a good comeback, and we have a new setup.
We pretty much left off last week, not really sure how consistent we were going to be doing this, and here we are. And we've changed the background once again. I just literally filmed a video yesterday with a completely different background.
I must say, much happier with this setup. Visually, storage-wise, structurally.
I absolutely am too. And the thing is, we're not done yet. You can see to my right here a poster. You can't see the towers; they're just out of view. Normally, the videos I do, the monitor's turned a little bit.
Yeah.
So this background over here in my regular videos is going to change as well because we have another one of these shelves, and the plan is to put it down here. It's upstairs currently. That was a chore, by the way.
Yeah, taking this down 2 flights of stairs and 2 hallways.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for all the help that you did, like taking this apart into 3 pieces.
Yeah.
So we moved into this house with it not being empty. Like it kind of, think of it like someone else was living here and they just left and left like everything basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Think of it like that. So we were just like slowly doing one room at a time. Not only are we trying to like declutter, but we're like trying to deep clean because some of those rooms, like the baseboards and stuff, haven't been cleaned in probably 50 years. Yeah. So it's a lot.
Before we put this in, I wiped the baseboard down.
Yeah, there's 2 of these
filthy
up there that basically we haven't even touched that room. It's just kind of like we want to turn it into like a guest bedroom, but
yeah. So the plan is to get that other shelf down here. The CDs are going to go on it. I'm going to get rid of my CD towers. I'm going to be able to set my record player back up. Mm-hmm. I have so many vinyl reviews to do.
And you're wanting to get a couple more hat racks too, right?
Well, honestly, I was looking at it, and the ones that I have, because I have some I'm going to get rid of, there's only 3 or 4 that aren't up. Oh. So getting a whole nother one is kind of pointless because there's one spot still there. So that other one that I found that only has like 5 spots on it.
If I took my 2 hats off, would that help you have more room?
It would, but where are you going to put your hats at?
I'll put them on the shelf.
Okay. Because I think the blue Kung Fu Vampire, that's actually yours, right?
Yeah, and then the purple Juggalo one's mine too, and then the Space Cosmic Hatchet Man one's mine too.
Yeah.
It might be a Hatchet Girl.
It's a Hatchet Girl, yeah. Well, you could use that shorter one for your stuff then. For your hats. Okay. That would work.
Morgasms here.
Morgasms in the chat. Jesse Cronin, whoop whoop. What's up, guys? 2 weeks in a row.
We got another giveaway to do for the pot of freshness, but I'm going to wait just a little bit longer until we get some more people in. We just filmed another Is It Faygo on my channel. It's not uploaded yet, but this week we did orange. Which if you're not familiar with that, we take a Faygo flavor amongst like 4 or 5 other pop flavors that are similar, and we blind taste test and see how many we got right.
Yeah, we guess. This one, if you watch the one for Moon Mist,
this was really good. Yeah.
If you watch the one for Moon Mist, this was tougher than that. If you haven't watched the one for Moon Mist, make sure you go check that out. Link in the description. We'll take you to Megs' channel. You can't miss it. It's the most recent upload. Depending on when you're watching this, because we're getting ready to upload edit a new vlog for her. But you can easily go find the episode where we taste tested Moon Mist. That one was actually fairly difficult because I was surprised how well Moon Mist tasted, like 7-Up and Sprite.
Yep.
It blew my mind.
And Twist.
But this shit right here was really hard. And there's actually a really funny moment. I'm not going to tell you guys about it here because I want you to go watch the video. Yeah, don't tell them what happened.
Was it?
The one that I drank, and I was like, that is significantly different.
No, that we could share that.
Now, I want to leave that for, you have to find out what happened. Go watch that video when it comes out. Make sure you're subscribed to Megs and be on the lookout for that. But it was a kind of funny moment. I thought it was hilarious anyway.
You do have a question. A Little Ninja is asking, are you going to bring back vinyl reviews?
Yes, I'm planning to finish them because I need to.
So once you have the new setup,
yeah, they're behind me
you
here.
think you'll be more motivated to be able to do it then?
Yeah, because the issue I had was, so we moved from an apartment into a house, and we moved from that house into this house. So when we left the apartment, the house we moved into was smaller. It wasn't. There was no plans for it to be our forever home. It was just kind of a step out of an apartment towards this house that we knew we were going to be moving into. Like we lived in the house we moved out of. We lived there for barely a year, and then we moved here. So we knew we weren't going to be there long.
Well, we
So
didn't.
I
We
didn't really.
know. We didn't know how long until we could
Well, we knew.
finalize this house. We didn't know if it would be 2 months, a year, 2 years.
Right. Well, we knew
We wanted out of the apartment that we were in.
Right. We knew we'd be
Yeah.
moving here eventually. So there was like,
but
when we made plans there, it was like, for me, it wasn't long term.
not for me. For me, it was like we were living separately, and we got back together, so we were wanting to naturally move in together. But I didn't want to live at that apartment.
Right.
So we this was like to me it was home, and I would have been fine living there for 5-10 years.
See, I wasn't overly happy. The office we had was so small.
No. Every room in that house was small.
Yeah.
But it was our home.
I know.
It was our home, and I love that little place. It was so cute, and it had neighbor sucked, but it was a good little house. And I think back about that house, and I know like.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I'm all wet.
It just threw your drink down.
Is this the wettest I've ever been on a live stream?
Careful now, little ninjas are lighter.
It's everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
No, but what I was saying is that house, when I think back on it, I know you don't think of it like that.
Yeah.
But to me, it's such a special memory.
Yeah.
Because of all the special memories and moments that we shared at that house.
It was definitely.
I need to go clean that up. I'm all sticky. So.
You're fine. I'll hold it down here. For me, the house was like it was cozy. I liked it there. It was home.
Yes.
But I always knew we'd be moving here, so I didn't get too terribly comfortable there. If that makes sense.
No, I was pretty comfortable.
I wasn't. The office that we had there was very small, and you guys can go back and look at videos, and you can see like I didn't really change camera angles a lot at all. It was a really small area. Basically, any video from after June 2019 until I'd say July of 2020. That's literally how long we lived at that house. So if you watch the videos, there was a lot of a plain white background. I think the curio cabinet was in some of the backgrounds. And yeah, that was around the time that my computer was slowly starting to take a shit on me, though. So let's check it out in the chat. We got Randy J, HCECEO. Okay. Seriously, dude, every version of Moon Mist is a copy of a version of Mountain Dew. The Fargo twist is the Sprite 7-Up version of Faygo. Yeah, see, this is what I will say. I had that same sentiment. If you go watch Megs' video on Is It Faygo Moon Mist, I literally say that at the beginning of the episode. I'm like, this is going to be easy because Moon Mist doesn't taste like any of these. And then, like, completely blindfolded, I couldn't tell a difference. I struggled with that video bad, which is crazy because I'm like, Moon Mist is nothing like these. This is more like a Mountain Dew. But they surprisingly taste a lot more alike than you would think. Freak is in the chat. What up? What's up, Freak? Alex, I bought Hell's Pit on vinyl, and I was really disappointed when I found out they didn't do a great job of making the cutoffs between, songs work for when you flip/swap the discs. I don't remember if I dropped that review or not for the Hell's Pit. I don't think I did because I'm not sure. I got to go back and look through my vinyl reviews. I know I got to do the Tempest. I know I got to do the Shining. I think I have Fearless Spread Fury, Flip the Rat I got to do.
Oh, shit. It's Damon.
Yeah, I figured it probably would.
Well, we'll have to get some carpet cleaner.
Yeah. I got a few vinyls I still got to do reviews for, but I don't remember if I listened to Hell's Pit or not. Normally what I would do in a lot of my older vinyl reviews, I would actually play you the vinyl so you could hear it. I didn't do that for Wizard of the Hood because that was at our other house, and I didn't have a good setup for my turntable, so I just did basically like an unboxing for that one. And I kind of was like, well, maybe instead of doing reviews, I'll just do unboxings. But I want to go back to the core of it where I show you the vinyl and play you a little bit of the vinyl. So, but yeah, that series needs to be completed because there's a lot of views on those vinyls, and that series did really good. And I want to finish it, at least get it up to date to all the vinyls that they've released, which where the hell is the rest of the vinyls? They said they were going to be doing them, but they are not. Coma Black is in the motherfucking shed.
Yes, homie, and you have, I love you, but you have till the end of this live stream to claim this, or it's going back to the pot of freshness.
I messaged him. He left me on red. I'm like, come on, you left me on red. That hurt worse than Tom Wood telling me that I couldn't afford him.
I told you that?
No. So what had happened was Shaggy and the Creep had a Pal Talk, which is kind of like this, but they have guests. And they did one with Tom Wood, and they were talking about his artwork. And I think it was either Shaggy or Keegan made a joke about not being able to afford Tom Wood's art, not being able to afford having him do art for them. So I think it was Tom Wood or Shaggy and the Creep. They made a post about it on Instagram, and I commented and I said that hearing them say that was heartbreaking because I thought it would be cool to have some artwork done or some shit like that. I don't remember. This has been a while. He messaged me on Instagram and basically it said that his artwork was expensive because he doesn't just do it for a hobby, he does it for a living.
Yeah,
is what he said. And I put understandable, and I put how much do you charge? Just curious, because
like an hourly rate or whatever.
Right. If it's something that's doable, I think it'd be cool to have something done. Next year is 10 years of doing YouTube like that. That'd be the time to be like, yo, let's celebrate this with something special. He left me on red. Didn't even respond to my question. And I'm like,
He may be hesitant because you're a YouTuber.
It could be.
And maybe he doesn't want this to be posted on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, his rates, because it's probably going to be different for everybody.
Right. Well, and I'd never put that out there. Absolutely not. I was just curious for my own sake because the Juggalo group.
He might not have known that you were seriously inquiring.
That's true.
You might hit him back up, like, all jokes aside, and just between the two of us, if it's under 100 or if it's under 50, I'm interested.
Yeah. Let's see. My reason that I even hit him up is because I know the group Juggalo had him do artwork for an album they put together. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So he will do work with, smaller people, not as famous or popular people. But he left me on red. I was like, oh, Tom Wood's saying I can't afford him. That shit cut. That cut deep.
So are you ready for the pot of freshness?
I'm ready for the pot of freshness.
Today, we are giving away.
It's random, isn't it? I thought we were doing it random. We can do it. It doesn't matter to me.
We are giving away this Strange Music Snake and Bat chain bracelets.
Everybody's like, I'm not entering your giveaway. I'm kidding.
Why are you gonna be so like that?
I'm not trying to be negative. I'm being jokeful.
Why are you gonna be like that?
I'm just being jokeful.
Why is it in the pot of freshness if it's not fresh?
Because I didn't want it.
Okay, so how you enter is you're going to comment down below your favorite Joker card by the colors.
So your favorite Joker card color
scheme. Not your favorite Joker card, favorite Joker color scheme. If you guess mine, you win. So we'll go through them. So like Riddle Box is purple and green.
Yep.
Malenko is red and silver.
Well, that can vary because there's a green version and there's a purple version.
No, we're gonna go like by the basic.
Okay, so red and silver. Okay.
Ringmaster would be gold/yellow. Black.
Black, yeah, gold and black.
Jackal Brothers, orange, yellow, red.
Yeah, I would say orange and yellow.
The Wraith would be red and yellow.
No, actually, I'd say red and yellow for Jackal Brothers. Yeah. Orange and yellow would be the Wraith. I don't know. That's more like a red and yellow.
Ooh, we have a Fearless Fred Fury, so I'm assuming black and red.
Black and red, yeah. Yep. Yum Yum Bedlam would be like a pink and like lime green.
Obviously, pink and blue would be Carnival and Carnage.
Yep. And then what are we missing here? We got Bang Pow Boom, which would be red and yellow, blue and yellow. Let's do the blue and yellow because of the red and yellow for Juggalo Brothers. And then Death Pop would be. What would Death Pop be? I don't know. Maybe they should just say the names rather than the colors. I think that would be good. Now, do I say mine or are they guessing mine too?
Yeah, go ahead and say yours.
Go ahead and say mine.
Yeah.
Like I've always loved Juggalo Brothers, but they've never been my favorite color scheme. I've always really loved Riddle Box, of course. I think a lot of people do. But that was until Yum Yum Bedlam came out. Once Yum Yum Bedlam came out, I was in love with that color. Those colors are so pretty. The pink and the green.
What about Missing Link?
Missing Link? I would say purple.
And green? Because that's what Riddle Box is.
Well, hang on. Let's take a look-see poo. Because they're like a different kind of green. They're like let's say green and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Or purple and yellow. You can say purple and yellow even. But the thing about the yellow is that when you look at Lost, there's not much yellow on him.
It's still yellow.
True. But I think instead of saying the colors, they should just say the album name. That's
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
If anyone guesses.
Nobody's hit it yet? Hang on, I gotta go look through these real quick because I'm supposed to drop my guess, right? This is supposed to be my husband test. Can you guess your wife's favorite Joker card color scheme? I'm guessing, right?
Sure, guess.
In this guess?
You're not gonna win what's in here, but yeah, you can guess.
Some of the colors are tripping me out though, just to see if anybody guessed it right or what they've guessed. Alex says that Great Malenko doesn't have a basic specific one. I think the most commonly used image that they use is the red one, so I would say red and silver is the basic. So I think it's Great Malenko. I think it's the red and silver. But I could be wrong. There's a lot of I'm wrong?
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
And nobody's guessed it right yet?
No, not yet.
Damn.
Does it help if I tell you guys it's on the second set?
White, purple, and yellow. Is that for... Yeah, I think going by names would be easier than colors. That's just me. Freak's like guessing multiple guesses.
That's okay.
He's like, I'm gonna win this. He's just gonna start going through each Joker
Keep
card.
going. You're close.
But nobody's guessed it yet. That's what's crazy. And you say it's in the second set, so it has to be.
Second set. It's not my favorite album, but it's my favorite colors.
Oh, it's Yum Yum Bedlam then, like me.
Nope.
Really?
Yes, really.
It's been guessed then. Everybody's guessed it.
No.
Yes. They've run through every album in the second deck.
I see Fearless Fred.
Yeah. Bang Pow Boom's been guessed. Mighty Death Pop's been guessed. I mean, that really only leaves one now.
Someone's got to guess it.
Okay, then fine.
Don't say it. They got to guess it so we have a winner.
Oh, shit. I think Lorgasm got it.
You do?
I think so.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, Missing Link Pro.
Yay!
Oh my god. You didn't tell me you were gonna do that.
Yes, I did. I told the live stream. You just weren't looking.
You told the live stream.
I pulled this up and went.
Oh. I didn't see
Yay! We have
I'm
a
watching the chat,
winner.
Oh my.
You won. If you want the competitive, you can totally have the competitive. But you won this Strange Music Snake and Bat chain bracelet.
And I actually already have Lorgasm's address because he won a giveaway
Perfect.
for the channel.
Woo! Woo! Well, that'll be fun to clean up. We gotta clean the carpet anyways from the drink I spilled.
Hey, drink that.
Did I really get you?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
But you didn't like. I couldn't get it like turned. Like I was kind of nervous. I've never done this type before, so I'm like not sure how hard to press.
Yeah.
And you're just like looking at me weird. I'm like, come on.
Well, I thought you were like digging into the pot. Didn't even. I'm spaced out because like the winning's right there.
All right, and then we got this patch that Coma won last time.
Which he's got to message me your address.
Live streams in, man. This is going back to the pot of freshness.
I mean, I'm sure if I go back through our conversations, I could find it because I think I've sent him stuff before. But that's been a while. So
We definitely gonna have to vacuum in here.
me and Coma talk pretty regularly.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Shall I check my itinerary?
Your itinerary.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we've got topics, but I think you had "Am I the Asshole?" right? That was ready.
So no one actually submitted an Am I the Asshole? But I did see on one of the Juggalo forums on Fago Lovers a very similar topic, and it was like, should I feel bad? So it's this guy, a joking kid, 3975.
431.
He says, should I feel bad? I've always preferred to buy CDs, like physical copies, versus downloading. Currently, I'm deployed and don't have that luxury. I don't have Wi-Fi most of the time, so I download the music. I do plan on buying it once I get back to the States, but it's tough, and I'm only able to hear it and not see the physical albums and be able to put my true input into it. And I kind of like wanted to bring that topic in, like, do you feel like, I've heard you say it too, like if you don't buy the album, you don't feel like you're supporting them. Is it wrong? Are you cheaping them out? Or, and I actually looked into like Apple Music. Even if you don't buy the album, you just listen to like a subscription feed. Apple Music does still pay them a cut. And it varies from artist to artist. But it's about either half a cent to a cent and 0.20, just depending on the artist. So every time you listen to like an ICP song, I'm assuming they pay them a cut per listen. So even if you don't download, even if you don't buy physical or virtual copies, you still can support them and support their music by listening to that subscription services, and also just posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook. Not all of us have the luxury to buy merch.
Right.
And you can promote and support them in other ways. And I just kind of wanted to discuss some of that. I know we've both been in places where we weren't able to, so it.
Yeah.
I know that you've struggled with it. You struggle sometimes when we couldn't afford to buy a CD or something, that you felt like you weren't supporting them.
So for me, I buy CDs because I feel like that's supporting the artist. And I still listen on Apple Music because with streaming services, they make like a fraction of a penny. So like they don't even make a cent every time somebody streams it. Now, again, if you have a lot of people listening to you, you could make, I mean, not really enough to justify the album maybe, but you could make some income from that. But it is so tiny. So I always felt buying CDs is the best way to just directly support them. Now, that being said, this year I've started like venturing out and listening to a lot of underground artists. Mm-hmm. I have a platform to where I can do reviews, make videos, make posts, sharing them. So I would say if you can't buy an album physically, you can't buy the album digitally. So like in the case of this guy, if he's deployed, he could still buy those albums digitally. But I know he prefers to get the physical copies. Yeah. And there's been times that I've bought digital albums because there's not a physical copy out there. I've done that because I want to support that artist, because that's how they're able to keep doing what they're doing. They can't keep making music if nobody's paying for it.
There's also other ways too, like even just like liking and commenting on their YouTube videos.
So that's where
like ICP's music videos. You can support them in ways that don't cost money.
And that's where I was going with that. If you can't buy it physically, if you can't buy it digitally, if you can't make it to a concert, if you just don't have a source of income, then just sharing it on social media, or if you have any kind of platform, just sharing it is a good way to support them as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you have the means and you aren't supporting them, then yes, you're an asshole. Like if you're just what I'm saying is if you have the money to support them, but you choose to just for instance of this, do you remember Garrett that I worked with? Okay, he was a big Logic fan, but didn't own a single Logic CD. He illegally downloaded everything, so he didn't support his artist. This is his favorite artist, yet he did not own a single album by him, nor shirt, nothing. So he had the means to support his artist, but didn't. That to me is somebody who's an asshole. Because how can your artist continue to do what they love to do, that you love that they do, if you're not going to support it?
Yeah.
So yes, in those cases, that's someone that's an asshole.
Don't feel bad if you can't support them in the ways that you want to support them. Just do what you can, and that's more than enough.
Yeah. And that's,
you do have a question in here.
And that's the hard part for me, because like I do support a lot of artists. I do still follow M&E artists. Obviously, Psychopathic Records, Mob Style is on my radar now. Kung Fu Vampire, Freak is another one. There's a lot of artists that I want to support, and it's not completely financially feasible for me.
There's other things too, like merch. Some artists don't carry bigger sizes.
Yeah.
I love Slipknot.
Right.
But their shirts, I think they go up to 2X.
Really?
And their 2Xs are really tight, that really fit like a large.
Yeah, that's how I feel
So it's like not really a true 2X. So it's kind of like that stuff. Like sometimes you can't support them for other reasons besides money.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Tech 9. Like the biggest shirt they have is 3X. That's why I have like 3 total Tech 9 shirts. Because I'm a big boy. I gotta have at least 4X. I mean, I can squeeze into a 3X if I stay focused and like lose fucking weight, then they can fit comfortably. But I gotta at least have 4X. It's just my preferred shirt size.
So Jesse has a question.
Jesse has a question. Let me scroll up and find Jesse's question. Random question for everyone. Have the performers for Camp Zool been announced yet? Yes, there was a flyer being passed around at Astronomicon. If you head to Fagel Lovers, you can find it. They posted it. I don't know if it's on their Facebook page or if it's on their website. If it's not on their website, check their Facebook page.
On their Facebook, not their website. I already checked.
Okay. So they don't have it on the website?
No.
Okay. But yeah, it has been announced. There's a flyer that's been passed around.
I thought you meant, I was referring to Jay's birthday thing.
Oh. No, it's the...
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So check their website. If it's not on their website, check their Facebook page. But yes, it's been announced. There was a flyer. Lorgasm, I see your question. I'll reach out to you, because my thing is there's other ways there's other ways to get in touch with us. So
with you and me?
Yeah.
Discord.
What did you see his question?
No.
In there? I'll tell you about it afterwards.
Oh, you're not gonna read it?
I'm just trying to because of what his comment says. I feel like there's something he wants to say.
Orgasm?
Yeah. So that Fago sign is so fresh. It is fresh. That is from the homie Coma Black. So back in 2017, do you remember that the 3 shows that ICP went on in May? I call it the mini Mayhem show or tour, because they only did 3 shows. It was right after DCG Con, the first one. Well, me and Megs went to it, and Shanzi and Coma met us, and we shared a hotel room and had a fucking great time. That's where I think we won $5 or $10 from Shanzi, because in the hotel there was a birthday party, and Shanzi was already getting fucking lit from, getting ready for the show. And he took a balloon from this party, and when we were at the show, he said $5 says that I don't lose this balloon.
He did a damn good job.
He did good, through the crowd. We saw it, because if you don't know, me and Megs tend to hang out in the back at the shows.
The best thing about going to concerts with Shanzi.
Huh.
He always makes sure that you stay hydrated.
Ah, that's true. He came up and gave us a Faygo. He's
Like,
like,
I'll
"You
still have
thirsty?"
like half of one, and he'll be like, "You thirsty?" And I'm like, "I'm good, thank you." But he's always like making sure, like it's just so thoughtful. Like it's just a small thing, but like when he goes to the bar, like he always gets everybody's. I don't know. It was sweet. I thought it was sweet.
Yeah. But anyway, at that concert, when we met them at the hotel, Coma pulls out this sign, opens it up, says, "Hey, this
Yeah.
is for you."
It was like full.
He got it. He got it from a gas station around the corner from where he lived. He lives down in Louisville. He used to live in Louisville, if you don't know. But yeah,
Did he
I've
tell you? Like,
had
did he
it.
pull it out of the dumpster, or did he straight up like?
I think he said they had it on display or something, and
He just like straight up took it.
I think he said they were getting ready to get rid of it or something like that.
I wonder if he probably asked them.
I think so. I don't remember the
He
details
probably
of it.
did.
That's been forever ago. That was like 5 years ago now. And actually, yeah, it's been 5 years ago.
Yeah, he probably
'Cause that
asked
was-
them if he could have it or whatever.
That was like May 3rd of 2017. So yeah, I've had it since then. I've had nowhere to really display it on camera until now.
Yeah, we did.
So it's up. I thought about like putting DC on there and Guy, but I kind of like it as it is. Maybe just where it says big 24 ounce, where you're supposed to have the price written, just write whoop whoop or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, got to catch up on some ICP Network tonight. I haven't even subscribed to them.
So we have some updates to the gathering.
Yeah.
They announced one more thing, which we still don't know very much. Well, how much we know now? We know that Big Hoodoo's playing, we know ICP's playing, and we know Ouija Mac is playing. We know that there most likely is going to be like some Bigfoot event that will be extra. It's like, what is it, like $300 extra?
Yeah, it's like that thing you have to buy an extra ticket
it's like an
for.
extra ticket to buy, but they've done one before where they like go out into the woods at night and like search for Bigfoot. But that's all we know. So they just released that Tom Wood is going to be hosting a Tom Woods Ultimate Art Battle. And I kind of looked up a few YouTube videos of some art battles, and from what I gather is you all kind of like are in a circle, they give you a time limit, and you go. So I don't know. Usually the videos that I watch, you have to paint and do stuff with whatever they give you. But his is, I don't know how I feel about this, because his is saying 24 artists will be selected and given 45 minutes, which I think 30 is more reasonable. I feel like 45 minutes is a long time to stand and paint. To paint your best work in the ultimate art battle, bring your own easel, your own brushes, your own paint, and I will supply the 24 by 36-inch blank canvas. Awards will be given to the top 3 contestants. And it says it's going to take place Wednesday, August 3rd, 7 to 8 p.m., which is kind of dark already, and then 45 minutes. Look, I'm not complaining. I'm just thinking, because you said I should enter.
You said 7 to 8 p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still going to be daylight.
So I'm thinking you're busy all day long, and then trying to stand for an hour, like that's going to be a lot. And then you got to hoist your own easels and paintbrush and paint. And so I'm thinking, like, how am I going to wash my paints out? Am I going to have a table to put all my stuff on? Like, I just don't know how I feel about it yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I know you had said that I should enter, but I'm just not sure if I want to, because it kind of seems like, I don't know, I guess if they were supplying everything, I'd probably do it just for fun.
Yeah.
If they had the room, I wouldn't want to take it from a spot from somebody else, but if they had the room and they don't have 24 contestants, I think I would do it just for fun. But they're not supplying easels or anything. That makes me think that there's nothing. It's going to be like in a grass area or under a tent or something.
I think it said on their Shadowland tent.
Right, but that's still going to be like a grass area. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't have an easel.
Yeah.
So what would I take?
You'd have to get one. As far as your brushes, I would get ones you don't care about, like cheap ones from Dollar Tree, maybe that you can just throw away. If you were gonna do it.
Yeah.
Get you a short easel so you can sit in a little camping chair, be low to the ground.
Dude, I would sit.
And just draw a bunch of knees. And they'll be like, "Why'd you draw a bunch of knees?" Because from down here, that's all I see.
Draw the back of everybody else's.
No. Just draw a bunch of butts.
No, now that I can do.
Draw a bunch of butts. Why butts? Because that's all I see in this chair. Butts.
No, I do think it's gonna be really fun. This is gonna be like a live thing or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So if we do go to the gathering, I definitely want to go and watch for sure.
Yeah. Well,
if I'm not gonna participate, I do want to go and watch.
Yeah. Somebody brought up a good point though. They put Jesse goes, so they are drawing during they're doing this during main stage.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's a great point because main stage typically starts at 5 or 6 p.m. So
yeah, you're right.
Either they're gonna have to put a really shitty person on the stage so that nobody cares, that or I guess you're gonna miss out. Which
and I'm not.
Who knows?
I don't want it to sound like I'm dogging on Tom Wood in his contest because I'm super excited for it, but I just feel like 24 people to bring their own easels. I just don't see that happening. I see maybe like 10 people bringing their own easels, paints, and stuff.
I don't think it's Tom Wood's event per se. I think it's something that somebody arranged and asked if he would host it.
Oh,
that's my guess.
I don't know. I just don't see that. Like, we already are packing so much camping gear. I just don't see like 24 people bringing paint and supplies and easels and painting clothes because you don't want to wear. That's like true. Your gathering shirt. And I mean, this is just a lot to think about.
Well, I mean, it's the gathering, so you could just sit there naked.
Most people don't want to, though. So I'm just thinking, like, I really hope it turns out good, but I just don't know.
You're gonna draw your butts, and then you're gonna start like splattering paint on there. Be like, what's that?
I should draw DC's butthole. That's what I should draw.
Nobody wants to see that.
I've seen it.
Nobody wants.
I've seen it though.
Well, nobody else wants to see it.
But out of everybody who would draw it, I feel like I could do a pretty realistic version, and we could auction it so that you could have DC's butthole on your wall.
No, nobody wants that.
You can't stop me.
Wait, so you said that event's August 3rd?
You can't stop me. That's what I want to do. You can't stop me.
Just know when she draws this butthole, it's not actually my butthole. It's what she thinks my butthole looks like.
You know why, though?
So when she makes it look really grotesque and just otherworldly, it's not my butthole.
I'm going to take a picture. So it will be accurate.
Yeah.
And when you do see how gross and grotesque it is, just know that the painting's not doing it justice, and it's probably worse in real life. I love you, but your butthole's gross.
Well, that's why we call that the Nether Void.
Ooh, that would be a good title.
But you did say that was August 3rd?
Yeah, I said Wednesday.
Okay, so it's the first day, and Jesse put in there Wednesday is Juggalo chosen events. So day one is supposed to be all the stuff that Juggalos want to see.
So Kung Fu Vampire's playing, and you gonna go to this art thing with me? Or are you gonna go see Kung Fu Vampire?
I love you. Live stream it. Live stream it.
Yeah.
Live stream
my
it.
Point. Oh.
DCFAYGOGUY's muffler looks like downtown LA. What does that mean? Oh, my butt.
Odd description.
You talk about my butthole again. Why are we talking about my butthole? This is.
You know what, though? I should probably practice painting his butthole if I'm going to enter this. And, I was, really 50-50 on entering, but now I'm, 95% wanting to do this.
Yeah, you're down to do it now? Let's get you an easel. Let's get you some disposable paint supplies.
But I'm painting your butthole.
No, you're going to draw butts.
And
then you're going to put sweat on the butts. And then when Tom Wood's like, why are these butts?
So I wonder, I haven't really drawn anything hairy, so I'm going to have to practice that.
Juggalo Collectibles came for the butthole. Yo, by the way, we watched your video of you unboxing your haul from that garage sale.
Oh, that was a good video.
That was a dope video. I would love to see more like that.
Love how you did the little sound effect. and you did the little price like up and down. I love that shit. That was a good.
And he played like a little snippet from the album.
Yeah, that was good. That was such a well edited video.
Yeah, go check out Juggalo Collectibles. He's got a dope fucking channel. How Doyle rules! So, make DC shit in a bag all week before the gathering and use it. And use his shit to paint his tunnel of love.
Because they said I could bring my own paint. So I could bring whatever I wanted.
How are you going to keep that in liquid form? You're going to mix it with water? Mix it with water and let it sit in the sun for a few hours.
We had to bring a mason jar.
That's disgusting.
Stir that shit up. All right.
Dear God.
But I feel like for artistic, theme, we should paint it with something other than a paintbrush, to keep the, So I'll have to think about that. People will be gathered around. Oh, is that a sunset? Is that a galaxy far, far away? Is that Neptune? No, it's my husband's anus.
It's Uranus. My anus.
But I like that tunnel of love. That's a good. That's a good one.
You know what was a really dope video? When I did my custom for Tunnel of Love, and I stretched out on the futon in a bathrobe.
Yes.
And I stood up. I said,
"You made me take that picture." So we were laughing so hard to try to stay serious with the picture. Oh.
Well, hello there.
Oh
you
God,
must be here to see my Tunnel of Love.
You guys don't even know how many times we had to shoot that over and over and over. You should play that clip for time travel.
I can't. We're on the wrong thing for me to share a video.
Well, we do have a new segment, and it's called Random Fact. And I was deep in the Juggalo forums. I don't know. It was a worm. I don't even know how I got there.
I don't know. How did you get back?
I don't know. Barely. But
you
it was about
deep in there.
Juggalo fetishes.
Oh.
And the one I came across was this guy's fetish is puppies, roosters, and fish licking. And I read deeper, so I understand what it means now. But I wondered if you could guess what they mean.
Well, the fish licking, I'm going to guess, is licking coochie. That's really fucking nasty. It hasn't been washed in probably 2 years.
So, puppies, rooster, and fish licking means doggy style, blowjobs, and eating pussy.
I figured. But if you're calling it fish licking, that's disgusting.
Maybe you're gay.
If it smells like a fish, that's disgusting. Wash your coochie. Oh shit, super chat from Earth Song Garden, $10 says, love from Texas, nice to see you two laughing and having a good time. Also dig the shirt, man. Thank you very much. I love this shirt too.
I hate it.
She hates it because it's really long on me and she likes to pester me. So she can't get up under my shirt very well to try to grab my man titties.
I don't want to give
poke the spot on my back.
Right, I don't want to give the impression that I'm not a loving wife. But he has a scar on his back that's really squishy. You guys, it's big and squishy and it looks like a target. How can you expect me not to go boop? But when he has that long shirt, I can't get up in there fast enough to go boop.
That's why I love it. You can't just go boop. You have to do it through the shirt, and you miss because you can't see where it's at. Well, thank you for that super chat, Earth Song Garden. I love this shirt. I can't wait for Black Art Machine, like Kung Fu Vampire. Oh man, this album's got to be fire if he's not. He had said something about possibly putting it on a Valentine's Day. Obviously, it didn't come out, so I feel like he's fine tuning that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's gonna be fucking dope.
I'm excited. You were asked how much for the Jackal Brothers candle.
Oh, not for sale.
But how much?
Well, I paid $70 for it.
How much offer would you be like, okay, take it? What's the offer that you couldn't say no?
I mean, if you gave me $1,000, I wouldn't say no.
Really? You'd give it up for that?
I don't even think I could.
So maybe 5,000?
I really don't think I could get rid of it. I don't think there's a price tag you could put on it because
if someone offered you $5,000 for that candle,
I don't think I could do it. Because I mean, I didn't even like when I saw that, I didn't even care that it was $70. That to me was so fucking awesome, and I didn't know they made those.
And it is ICP merchandise, like
Yeah,
official.
it's official because there's a sticker on the bottom. I made sure to keep it because it was originally wrapped in plastic. I took the plastic off. I know I probably should have left it on to help preserve it, but it took away from the aesthetic of it, I felt. So I took the plastic off, and I took that sticker off and stuck it right on the bottom.
Oh, and the back says.
It might have actually the sticker might have already been there. I don't know. I don't remember. That's been a while.
No, it's like in there.
Okay, so it's already been there.
Yeah, it's not something you just stuck on.
Okay. But yeah, I saw that on eBay. Well, I'd seen somebody else post about it, and I was like, wait, they made candles? Like, how dope is that? And
yeah, check this out.
I don't know, is that what sparked for you to make the riddle box and the vase?
No. The riddle box was I entered Tom Wood's art contest at the DCG Con, and I knew like everyone was gonna bringing paintings and stuff, and I wanted to do something that was different. And I love woodworking.
Yeah.
So there was someone who did a stone carving or engraving. There was someone who entered that, and then there was me. Oh, and someone brought a game board, but everything else was painting. So that was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Too. And the DCG Con was fucking dope. That was like 5 years ago.
$10,000.
I can't.
Kenny.
I can't. It's dope. It's a cool candle.
$10,000 for you and your wife, and you wouldn't take it for that.
I mean, 10,000. I could probably go find another one for like $100 or $200.
Yeah, no shit.
But I couldn't part.
Well, I would want to take a mold of it first so we can make resin ones.
Oh, just make new ones.
We should do that and sell them. I have resin and epoxy and molds. We can make different kinds. Oh.
But yeah, I don't know if I could part with that candle. It's just so awesome.
Like, what is sloppy toppy?
Sloppy toppy. I'm guessing sloppy sex from the top. You know what I mean? I'm not burning the candle, Juggalo Collectibles.
You could burn it a little bit, get some drips on it.
I talked about lighting it so that way the wick was black, like it looked like the Juggalo brothers had already been spawned from it once before.
We could just paint it black.
But I couldn't bring myself to light it. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
But it's dope. It's so dope. Like earlier in the show, we were talking about moving. Like that thing got packed up so nicely. It was wrapped up in a sheet with like other stuff around it that wouldn't like damage it in any way.
So the last topic or Juggalo news is Jay's birthday bash.
We actually also the Rock the Dock tour I threw on there too.
Yeah. But that's all I have on my list.
Yeah, we're doing we're doing some great interactions, not really talking about our topics. I'm okay to keep like just shooting the shit a little bit too. Really, the only thing I wanted to talk about with Jay's birthday bash was they revealed the set list. Faygo Lovers did over on their Facebook page. And looking over the set list, there was like maybe 1 or 2 songs that looked like out of the norm that they normally perform, but everything else looked pretty like what's the word I'm looking for? Routine. So kind of an idea of what to expect for Gathering's main stage set for the last day. The shelves are not for sale, actually. If you probably would have hit us up a day ago, we might have sold them. But we just, like, as you can see, compared to the video I just dropped yesterday, the time has come. These are different shelves. We literally just put them in today. So,
yeah. And we have there's another one just as big that we want to put on that wall. And then there's 2 smaller ones that are just kind of like one of these panels. So I'm not sure where we're going to put it. But I love the mid-century modern. I love like 70s style stuff. Late 60s, 70s. So most of our house is that kind of attire. We should do an updated like home tour, right? We haven't done that. And we couldn't do the whole house, but like our living room is my favorite because it's got green carpet. This gigantic. What's the green carpet was here when we moved in? We didn't put that in.
Yeah.
and like gigantic like 70 curtains, and we have like just mid-century modern, and we have like the orange, the green, the yellow, gold accents, and I love our living room. All the lamps in there are antiques, and
You like that like 70s vibe aesthetic. Because like a lot of people have been coming over, they're like, why don't you like make this more modern? Like they think that because if you didn't catch it at the beginning, when we moved in here, there was a lot of stuff left here from the person who lived here before us.
people who lived here before us.
Yeah, so like a lot of it is still here, and like family members have come over, but like, why don't you like modernize it a little bit? And they don't realize that a lot of it's stuff that you've gotten and add to the aesthetic.
So our bedroom that we're almost done with is Beauty and the Beast inspired, but it's like a vintage Beauty and the Beast, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I have this gigantic painting of a castle that's really old. It was my grandmother's friend who painted it, but it just fits in, and we just we ordered that vintage blanket. I'm so excited to get it. So I'm excited. Our bedroom's almost done. So it's gonna be like black and gold and red, and
I think everything's looking dope.
Yeah.
Jesse says the birthday bash was dope. They had a huge merch area, and they had Hex open the show after JCW. So I'm wanting to check out Hex. I don't know if I'm going to buy his CD or not, because I see that it's being sold on Chapter 17, which is Ouija Mac's label. And if you watched my review for Dirtbag, I paid $20 for Dirtbag. I paid $20 for Fallen Angelic, and they come in little cardboard sleeves. That to me, $20 and it came in a cardboard sleeve. Why did it not come in a case? That to me, I'm super sour about.
Morgasm said he was surprised that we didn't do Pocahontas theme, and I can't believe you remembered that I love Pocahontas.
Oh, he remembered.
No, so when we moved in here, like we had said a few times, it was full of shit, right? And I don't say that like rudely. It just means it was full of stuff. The basement was pretty well cleared out, so we literally put everything we owned that was still in boxes in the basement, and I would say we've only unpacked like half of it.
Yeah.
So we still have like half of our shit still packed up down there, and amongst that is all my Pocahontas stuff and a riddle box somewhere down there.
Yeah, I've been searching high and low, not since just we lived here, but the last house we lived in. My riddle box and Great Malenko 20th Anniversary Edition has been missing, as well as I'm pretty sure the can of Spasmatic is with that, and a few other things. What happened to my flags? Do you remember what we did with my flags?
Your flags?
Yeah, I remember we had the one Hatchman that used to hang in the window of the apartment.
You didn't get rid of them?
I don't think so.
I can't find them. You sold them. Maybe they're wrapped up in that box. Like they're wrapped up with your CDs, like protecting them. That would be something that we would totally do.
Yeah, we gotta find that box because there's shit in there we need, and before we bring the other shelf here, or after we bring the shelf here, we gotta put those up there too.
Someone asked, Juggalo Collectibles asked, do you have huge wicker chairs? No, I don't like wicker chairs. But I do have a TikTok that I do have a lot of our home, like, toury stuff on there.
So if you want to see our house.
I had a viral video, my very first viral video, and it blows my mind, you guys. I literally have probably like 10 videos on TikTok, and I have, tripled, quadrupled the subscribers on TikTok than I do YouTube.
She's got more subscribers on TikTok than I do on YouTube. What the fuck?
I have like 9,000 and something, all from one video that like went and got like a couple million views.
Right, and it's just a clock. It's one of those rain clocks.
Yeah, it's an oil lamp. That's a clock, which is rare because the oil lamps usually are just lamps, but this one's a lamp with a clock. They call them rain lamps, but they're like oil. It's not really water.
That was like the most common question you had on that video was, can you touch it for us?
Yeah, like I posted the video. It was my grandmother's that I restored so that it was working again. My phone's like blowing up, and we're like, oh shit, that video has 1 billion views. Oh shit, it's got 2 and 3 and 4. We're like, whoa. We had like 8, 9, 10,000 comments, and we're like literally over. It was ridiculous. It was crazy.
I have an idea to get my TikTok going. It's going to be like right in the same avenue that I do on Instagram and YouTube. But I want to do like songs you don't hear on the radio and play like a minute of a song that you wouldn't hear on the radio and just share it for like good music. Get the good music out there. I mean, I don't see that TikTok taking off with that theme.
But you know what you could do?
But that's what I'm passionate about is music.
You know what you could do, and it will help support artists, right?
Huh.
Some of the artists recently who have blown up, it's because they had a viral video on TikTok that had their music with it. So what you could do for like underrated people like Kung Fu Vampire or other artists that you feel like people don't listen to enough, come up with a TikTok trend with a clip of their song and try to make it a thing. And just keep doing that.
Like do a TikTok trend but use their music?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
And once one goes off, then you'll be like sending crazy like support to that artist. This is my idea I had the other day. So.
Yeah. Was there anything else we wanted to talk about with the birthday bash?
Not really. There was a mini gathering that was circulating around. Did you hear about that? Yeah, it's like Jay's birthday bash or something like that.
I was surprised because they did a concert. I think it was in Wisconsin. I actually thought it was going to be like a Violent J concert or Violent J performance, but it was an actual ICP concert, which surprised me. I don't know why.
Violent J's birthday barbecue lunch / mini gathering.
Okay.
You didn't hear about that?
I might have seen it. I don't remember.
Says our homies at Juggalo News have put together another event. It's called Jay's Day Birthday Barbecue Lunch and will consist of a bunch of juggalos getting together, eating some good food, and just hanging out. It is not a Psychopathic Records event. It's put on by juggalos. It's taking place April 28th at Doc's Steakhouse.
Really? Juggalo Collectibles said he had 5,000 TikTok subscribers and got permanent banned. Damn.
Got banned? For what, man?
I don't know.
That's awful.
He's gaining a lot of popularity here on YouTube, which is awesome. He's already over 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I give it 6 months and he'll surpass me. And then I'll be like in his chat, like, "Hey man, we're still cool, right? You're big time." No, I don't ever view myself as big time. I always keep myself small time. I think the only other topic we had to discuss was the Rock the Dock tour officially kicked off. They'll actually be in New Haven up near Fort Wayne on Wednesday. But I don't know. I want to double check because I was watching Light on Facebook and he said something about he thought that date was getting postponed to the end of the tour, which gives us a possibility of being able to go depending on when that is. You know what I mean? If it falls on a weekend, I don't see any reason why not to go.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Rock the Dock? Rock the Dock is a tour at Big Hoodoo. Excuse me.
Ooh, Jesus.
Sorry, guys. That was probably loud. Rock the Dock is Big Hoodoo, Light, DJ Clay, and Scum. They're going on tour. It just kicked off. Go check out Light, Big Hoodoo, DJ Clay, or Scum's Facebook, Instagram pages, maybe Twitter. They've been promoting the shit out of this tour. It looks to be awesome. I really wish their Indiana date wasn't on a Wednesday because then I'd be there no ifs, ands, or buts. But I can't see myself going because it's in the middle of the week. So I don't. Because we might be going to the gathering, I'm able to say, oh, I'll just catch them at the gathering. If they weren't going to the gathering, then I'd be more like, oh yeah, I gotta go see this tour. Like King ISO's getting ready to go on tour with C-Mob, and they are going to be in Indianapolis. And it's on a Saturday, and I'm already like, my mind's already made up. Like, I want to go to that show. It's at the Emerson. I don't know if you'll want to go with me. I don't know if you're a fan of C-Mob or King ISO, but that is the tour they're going on, and I'm like, I want to go to that.
I would go for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
kind
have
of
your...
have a crush on DCFAYGOGUY.
Oh yeah.
Just want to put it out there. I just need to step out real quick, and I'll be back.
Okay, I'll be here. Justin says, hopefully they build a taller stage so we can actually see Light perform. What stage are you referring to, though? But yeah, that's what Rock the Dock is. It's Big Hoodoo, Light, DJ Clay, and Scum. And like I said, if it didn't fall on a Wednesday, I would absolutely be there. But with it being on a Wednesday, I can't quite. I don't see myself making it. It's this Wednesday, so. Don't have your burner account email attached to your real account. Yeah, I see what you mean. Which I've been meaning to ask you, Juggalo Collectibles. Are you Quagsire Collectibles on the Bartle Boss show? Bartle Boss and the Dead Guy show? Like, I don't know why I never made that connection before, but I was looking on Discord and I was like looking at your name and it said something about Quagsire Collectibles. And I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that the guy that's on? But yeah, what are we talking about with the bigger stage? Did that happen at the Gathering last year? I don't know. They had Light on a smaller stage last year at the Gathering, didn't they? Oh, you sure, Spud? Oh, how hilarious was that? Who here was at Whoopstock, the 2018 Gathering of the Juggalos? Who was there at the seminar with him and Ouija Mac? And he fucking misstepped, fell off the stage, but it somehow, in the process of falling, fucking flipped around and landed on his feet still. That shit was awesome. That was an epic moment, I thought. Like, that was one of the highlights of that seminar. The whole seminar itself was great. Just the interactions between Ouija and Light, which kind of saddens me in a way because, like, they're all doing their own things, so it's almost like Lil Riders is kind of out the window, I think. Oh, he's just borrowing your name. Okay. Makes sense. But yeah, I would like to see Lil Riders happen still. I know everybody's doing their own thing. I don't see why it couldn't happen, though. Especially with Ouija. You know, hey, Ouija Mac's doing Chapter 17. Why couldn't they release it through that? Release it there, release it on Monstar, or, you know, have it be a group thing. I don't know if that's even something that they would want to do, but that to me would be something really dope for them to do. But you know, I'm growing into Ouija. Obviously, I just dropped a review for Dirtbag a few weeks ago. I dropped my review for Fallen Angelic. So Ouija Mac has grown on me. I think ICP's tactic of always having him open for them has paid off, because for me at least, seeing him perform live so many times, you're kind of like forced to listen to his music. And when you're forced to listen to music, you tend to find songs that you do enjoy. And that's exactly what happened. Is he was playing songs from Dirtbag. I think it was Nympho was one of them. And I just love the way like he went with like the way he was like dancing around the stage and singing that song was awesome to me. And that's what made me go check out Dirtbag. And as I'm listening to Dirtbag, I'm like, yo, this isn't bad. I can fuck with this album. So again, it's not like my favorite, and it's not my first, like it's not the first go-to music when I wake up in the morning, but I can listen to it. And I just now realized, looking at the screen, that Juggalo Talk looks backwards there. But when I look on my phone here to see the chat, it's reverse. That's crazy. Like, you guys are seeing it normal, but on my screen, I'm not. It's like looking in a mirror. Tripping me out. It's like, oh shit, it's 9:30. We've actually been live streaming for a little over an hour now. That's crazy. But yeah, if you guys did not watch, I want to take this moment while Megs is busy. If you guys haven't watched my video, the time has come, or I think what did I call that video? The time has come. I think it is. So what that is, if you guys haven't watched it, or if you have watched it, I want to talk a little bit about Axe. Ala Zulilu. Zuligans for years have been asking me on different reviews, have been asking me in different live streams that I do. I've never been a consistent live streamer or podcaster, but I've done them sporadically. And that's just kind of my thing, is just to sporadically do a live stream. I prefer to actually do like edited content versus live streaming. Um, but I've had Zuligans for years come to me and ask like you fuck with Axe, or where's the Axe reviews? What do you think of Axe? Shit like that. And they never clicked for me. And I could take it all the way back. Coma Black, the homie, we can talk about him a lot during this episode. I could take it all the way back to Coma. Back in 2016 was the first time that I had heard of Axe. And it was through Coma, because Coma knows those guys, and he runs the Zuligans Facebook page. I believe he still does, or he's still a part of it. And he was part of Axe's street team for the longest time. And actually, somewhere, you guys can't see it, there's a shoebox there that I keep with like all my stickers and shit that I get through albums. It's like my stash box. Maybe I should do a video going through that someday. But he had sent me some stuff of Axe, and I think he did that. I don't remember when exactly, but he sent me some stuff one time, and I had heard of them through him. And around the time of like 2017, 2018, this was before they signed to M&E, I did go try to listen to them. And at the time, the only album, like the most recent album they had, was Necronomicon. And when I listened to it, it just didn't click. I didn't care for it at all. And even now, out of all of their albums, it's my least favorite. I can finally listen to it. But I actually, Thursday or Friday, I went back and listened to it again, and I was finally able to go through it and enjoy what I was listening to. But Necronomicon was the first album I checked out from Axe, and I was like, this just isn't it to me. I did go back and listen to a little bit of Psycho. At the time, I didn't have Apple Music at the time. Most of everything I listened to, I had to buy the albums or try to find it on YouTube. So I went and listened to Psycho a little bit. I didn't make it all the way through that album because, if I'm sitting at a computer listening to music, that was the only way to listen on YouTube at that time for me. And that's not the best way for me to be listening to music. The best way for me to be listening to music is either driving or doing something like, doing housework and listening to an album, or being at work and listening to music. And being able to relax wasn't an option at that time. So Necronomicon and Psycho was like, that was it that I had to listen to. And I liked Psycho, but I didn't like Necronomicon. And the way I kind of justified it to myself is that was the newer album than Psycho. And that to me was like, this album wasn't that great. So when they signed to M&E and I listened with that negative mindset of I don't really care for these, also happening at the same time that I was starting to listen to a lot of music artists. I was listening to Sescrew, I was listening to Mayday a little bit more. I was branching out, so I was kind of tuned to their music. So listening to Axe, which is, to me, they're worlds apart. The Sescrew, you listen to the type of rap they're doing, you listen to what Ala Zulilu's doing, they're different areas completely in the rap game. So I was kind of tuned to that, and it made it really difficult to get into Axe. And I stopped at Almighty. When Church of Zool came out and when Mausoleum came out, I was just like, I just don't like these guys. They don't click for me. I never went and checked them out, even though Zuligans were always saying, oh, you got to check their shit out. You got to check their shit out. Where's the reviews? I would always go back to Almighty, and I think Mausoleum is far better than the Almighty. I think that Church of Zool is better than the Almighty. I had to get past the Almighty, listen to Church of Zool, listen to Mausoleum to really get them to click for me. And what helped Almighty click for me was doing that, as well as listening to Into the Fire, which was also released on Demon Days by Low Key back in 2016. So all that kind of combined with Joker's Gallery as well, saying, hey, check out Super Famous Fun Time, guys. I've been listening to them. They've helped me start getting into acts a little bit more because it's kind of like bringing me around to where when I finally listened to acts, I was like, yo, these guys are dope. But yeah, I wanted to give like that explanation a little bit more serious of just kind of why it took me so long. I always went to Necronomicon, and like the Almighty to me at the time just wasn't clicking because of that. But it took Church of Zool. I literally had to go to church to get into acts, which is weird to say. So, but yeah, I'm here now. I'm with you guys. And like I said, I've been able to go back and listen to Necronomicon. I think that album, it's still just okay to me. It's not their best work. It's definitely my least favorite album by them. But I have copies of all their albums coming except for Psycho 2. I can't find that one for a reasonable price. So those reviews are coming soon. So the time is here. That's what I called it, Juggalo Collectibles. Yeah, preach, brother. Preach. I did. I fucking just went on a rant. I apologize for that, guys. That's a long-ass rant. Brooklyn Menace is in the motherfucking house. Brooklyn, if you're still here, you're still listening. What's going on with Studio 17? Hit me up. Because I've like seen some shit with what are they called? Bender Boys Domination Station. I seen they go live and send something on Recipes Studio 17. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So hit me up. I'm curious. Because I didn't join UFCD to just watch it get fucking retired. I don't know if Megs is coming back or not, but I think we're winding down a little bit. We talked about all of our topics on the whiteboard. Unless everyone quit. Is that serious? What did I miss? I guess I need to go check that shit out or something. But USCD ain't dead yet? Like, I mean, if it's just, I know Mike Sears would be down to do UFCD, but if it's just the three of us, why not rebrand Studio 17 to UFCD and get rid of all the other stuff but UFCD? I mean, I don't know if you have partners that you need to talk to about that or not, but I'm down. And you guys finally said, hey, do you want to become a permanent judge? And I'm like, hell yeah, I do. This series is dope. And then you guys retire. What the fuck? But yeah. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask? Now would be the time to do it. Because like I said, I think we're winding down a little bit. Isn't Studio 17 Blake's channel? My understanding is it was a group project from the beginning between Brooklyn Menace and Blake, which is Not Slim One. I know Not Slim One, he did his own thing for many years. I don't even know if he still does anything on his channel. I think he was starting to do stuff with Brooklyn on Studio 17, which I always thought they were killing it. Lorgasm, you don't know what UFCD is? Dude, you've been sleeping. Now, I don't know if you remember this or not, but years ago, I used to do something called DCFAYGOGUY Battles. And it was a series I did over on Carnival Spirits. I don't know if those videos are still up. I don't know what all of my content that I put out through their channel they've gotten rid of. They used to have a playlist of all the videos I made on their channel. They took those down. They took that playlist down. So I don't know, without going and searching, what videos I've done are still up. But there was a video I used to do, a series I used to do years ago called DCFAYGOGUY Battle. The first one was Twisted's New Nightmare versus Tech-Nine's Something Else. I believe I did one where I took all the Forgotten Freshness albums and had them battle. I feel like I did a Shangri-La versus Hell's Pit, but I don't know. But the whole concept of that is kind of what UFCD is. I don't think that Brooklyn stole the idea, and if he did, he amped it way the fuck up. The way he does it is way the fuck better than the way I did it. The DCFAYGOGUY battle was me basically just saying what album I like better. That was it. Like, I think I rated the covers once in some of the videos that I did, but Brooklyn has like taken it to a whole nother fucking level. UFCD is a great series. If you don't know what it is, go look up Studio 17 and find the UFCD playlist and just go watch. It's a great series. Absolutely great. So the way that he does it versus the way I did it is they have judges, and sometimes they'll have special guest judges. But they'll play the song. They'll take two albums. For instance, the last one we did was Yum Yum Bedlam versus Fearless Fred Fury. So we voted on which album cover we liked better than the other. And then whoever, like, if the judges all unanimously voted and agreed, then the point goes to the one that we agreed on. If we don't agree, then it goes to the chat, and the first one to get the most votes. I think they used to do it like whoever got to 5 first, but now they actually have a poll. So whoever gets the most votes gets the point. So the whole point is we go track by track, and we listen to the songs, part of the songs, we listen to it, and then we vote right there which song we like better, and it goes track by track. So intro versus intro, Red Fred versus Here Comes the Carnival, all the way down the line. It's a great fucking series that'll keep you entertained literally for hours. Definitely go check it out. So, but yeah, Brooklyn said he created it 5 years ago. That's what I thought. I knew it was a collaboration between the two of them, but I was pretty sure it was like Brooklyn's baby. You good? Okay. You ready to sit down? Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah. Yeah, UFC was always really fun, especially enjoyed the edits or whatever you call them. But yeah. I think we're going to go ahead and we're gonna wrap this up. I told him I felt like it was winding down anyway. So
we've been here for over an hour.
Yep, we definitely have. So
Lorgasm 1.
Lorgasm 1.
Okay. So we'll get that shipped to you. And yeah. Are you a Tech Nine fan? What's your favorite album?
I think he does. I think he is, yeah. But
did you have any questions or anything?
Not a whole lot has come up.
Oh, Brooklyn was here.
Yeah, Brooklyn. I think he's still here. He likes to hide. He's like me. I'll watch live streams and then occasionally just put something in the chat. I'm notorious for doing that shit. And actually, I think, what is it he normally does? I think he does like a little, he does the flame emojis and the devil. I seen him live last night, and I was going to go, it might have been the night before, I was going to go into his chat and do the same thing, but I couldn't remember what emojis he puts. So I have to remember that. Flames and a devil. Yeah, he'll be back at it, but have been doing his retro arcade games. Yeah, they were like doing bowling. It looked really fun.
Well, I'll say Juggalo John's comment about Absolute Power is a good album. I have been listening to Tech Nine like on shuffle, like his top hits, and that album comes up all the time. It's definitely a popular one.
It's my favorite one. It's the
really?
first. It's the
That's
first
your
one.
favorite one.
It's kind of like my Malenko. It was my introduction to Tech Nine.
Okay.
So that's why.
Do you hear the thunder?
Oh yeah, I like it. I like the rumbles.
Ooh. We got a lot of confetti to pick up.
Well, I think we're gonna end it, guys. Shout out to everybody that's been in the chat here tonight. If you haven't, go check out my new review. Ouija Mac Dirtbag just dropped today. If you're a Zooligan and you haven't checked it out because I titled it weird, The Time Is Here, I think is what I called it. Somebody else commented in there what I titled it. The Time Is Here. Juggalo Collectibles did. Thank you. The Time Is Here. Basically, it's me unboxing Al Azuli Lou albums. I'm finally a Zooligan with you guys. A lot of you have been fucking waiting for this moment. It's finally here. The Time Is Here. Go check that out. I had a lot of fun doing that. If you haven't watched it yet, I basically gave like a little sermon. I'm like a preacher. I was going for the Jump Steady Big Money Hustles preacher, but it totally came out the Legs Diamond Hallelujah preacher. But either way, I thought it was hilarious. And the Oregon audio I used, if you listen, during the last time I say praise Zool, you can hear him go, God bless you. The audio I ripped. That was fucking fun. But yeah, do you have anything else you would like to say, ask, add, anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, just your Discord server is a good way to talk to us.
Yep.
And get into our live stream because, that there's a chat room there for questions. There's like for different segments. So if you post, you can post news in there. You can post questions. You can post anything you want, and it may end up on the Juggalo Talk.
I want to really enunciate. You can post news, not nudes. Don't be putting your nasty ass naked pictures in there.
Why? They should have that right.
I mean, if you want to.
Aren't you the
But
one?
don't scar me, please.
Aren't you the one that said I could paint naked at the gathering?
That's true.
You said that.
That's true. I don't want to see any buttholes. Oh my god. The Discord is about to have a bunch of new fucking members. And I'm going to get a bunch of buttholes. I just know it.
I just had the best idea.
No.
That I'm almost guaranteed it could put us in like the top 3 for that contest.
Oh my god. Are you going to draw Tom Wood naked? We
paint his asshole and then put it on the canvas. There's nothing more accurate than that. You're going to spread him, I'll roll it on. And to get maximum, what do you call that? Circumference or whatever. I'm going to lay the canvas on the floor and you're going to squat and sit on it.
Okay, if we do this, and I'm not totally saying yes, I will do this.
I will split the prize with you.
You have to title your painting "Show Me Your Butthole."
Wait, are you considering this?
I think it would be so crazy and out there for that art contest. It actually might just become like a popular thing at the gathering. Like they would probably bring it up on Shaggy the Creep Show. Yeah, did you hear some guy fucking painted his butthole? Like it would be funny. Not gonna lie, I don't know how we're gonna get my butthole though. I don't know.
We need to bring our own brushes and our own paint. I'll bring my paint and my brush is gonna be your butthole.
Am I seriously about to fucking do this?
There's washable paint. We'll get washable paint, and
this is gonna be crazy. I guess we got to go to the gathering now. This will be like a big moment.
It's a 45-minute painting contest,
and I'm just sitting there the whole time.
In like 3 minutes, like, okay, we're done. Everyone's like meticulously painting. We're just like sitting there.
We're gonna put paint on my butt. I'm gonna sit on that canvas for 45 minutes. Yeah, I will sit on that canvas for 45 minutes. But you heard him say that he's gonna pick 20. Was it 20 artists?
24 people.
24 people. Yeah, he's gonna. If he sees this, he's not gonna let us do this.
Can you imagine bringing your own paint, your own? Was it easel and your own brushes, and you get there and there's like 30 people wanting to participate and you don't get picked?
I would sit outside the tent and do it anyway. That's just me. I'd be like, fuck it, I'm here. Let's paint. Bob Ross in this motherfucker. Yeah, we're just gonna put a little bit of paint right here. Yeah, real pretty. We want these clouds to be happy.
But you're gonna have to really spread when you squat. Well, you know what? We should probably practice before we do this. At least once.
And then sell it.
So that
who wants a butthole?
It's your butthole. It's not just any butthole.
Who wants DC's butthole?
We hang it up in our house, and people come over. They ask, "Oh, what's this abstract art?"
It's bad enough you turned me into a tree man.
Huh?
Bad enough I got turned into a tree man.
Where's that?
I don't know.
Can I show it?
If you want to.
I can't reach it.
So I have actually been an art piece before. Megan had me pose nude, and she painted me as a tree man.
I just spilled every drink on here almost.
That's crazy. Don't be making big messes.
I don't know. I'm having a rough day.
I can tell.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. So, if you can't tell, the mushroom.
It glows in the dark, y'all.
And it's anatomically correct.
It's not anatomically correct.
Anatomically. That's me, naked.
Yeah.
You just can't tell. I am Groot.
Well, it may be anatomically correct. We'll never know.
Oh, you caught it forced, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. We got to end on some. We got to end. We're getting shenanigans going crazy. So, Lorgasm, I'll get your contact information for your bracelet. And shout out.
And a couple other things with it.
Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking chat tonight, as well as shout out to Earth Song Garden for that $10 super chat earlier in the stream. Much appreciated.
Juggalo John says that he feels like the mushroom's too big.
How would you know? How would you know?
You'll have to make an OnlyFans account.
No.
Why?
I'm not.
Not even with
I'm
me?
not Blase Rose.
What if we kept our faces out of it? And nobody knew it was us.
I'd consider that. I would consider that.
Progress.
But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Stay tuned. You never know when we're going to be back. So make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, when we go live, you know you can be here.
Because y'all know we ain't very consistent.
That is right. I don't even have to say it so pessimistically. We are not consistent at all. But we are not a podcast. If you want to see a dope podcast, Beneath the Dirt, Deck One Del, I guess Shaggy and the Creep Show,
You
Palcast.
You guess?
Palcast. Go check out the Palcast. Go check out the Dope Podcast if you want consistent live streaming. Otherwise, just stick around here for dope content and occasional live streams. On that note, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.